Well, the time is finally here, boxing fans. It's Full Counter Boxing coming back at you with another boxing video for the boxing heads and the boxing mind. Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter has finally struck a deal for the welterweight fight, and it's going to be happening on November 20th at the Las Vegas Mandalay Bay on ESPN pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be, the fight of the year, I believe. We've been waiting for this fight for a long, long time. Both fighters, have not been able to get into the ring. You know what I'm saying? Traditionally, when you have a pound-for-pound fighter in a division like Terence Crawford, who is considered, to be the number one fighter, in boxing right now. So, but he didn't take the path of fighting the top guys. So you get a lot of criticism for not fighting the best as he entered the division. He was at junior weight. He was undisputed. He's a 3-division champion, fighting from 135 to 140 to now 147, where he beat Jeff Horn. And he beat Jeff Horn and knocked him out in the 9th round by TKO, and then he fought Jose Benavidez Jr. and he TKO'd him in the 12th round, and he fought Amir Khan, and he TKO'd him in the first round, where he slipped and said he quit, actually, but it counts as a TKO on Terence Crawford record. But Aegis Kavaliauskas, Terence Crawford got rid of him in the 9th round, even though, he had a little controversy of a knockdown, and but he beat him up, got him out of there in the 9th round by TKO, and he beat Kell Brook, and that was he knocked him out in the 4th round. So, Terence Crawford is an amazing fighter. His skills are amazing to watch in the ring, but none of these welterweights that I just mentioned that he knocked out are top welterweights. Now, it's argued amongst, boxing heads, who are fans, ardent fans of Crawford, but we all know who the top A-list welterweights are. And Shawn Porter is considered a top A-list welterweight, not by his record, but by boxing standards, by his resume. He has the best resume in boxing. He's a bulldozer. Anybody he fights, they barely can get by Shawn Porter. So he is the litmus test, for all fighters at 147, because he gives them, he takes you to the task. He takes you, he tests your endurance. He tests your resolve. He tests, your mental state in the ring, because he's so physical. And he's so good. His speed, his foot speed is the best in the business. And, I consider Crawford number 2 in the division because of these welterweights that he fought. He's been in the welterweight division for 3 years. He haven't fought A-list competition. But Errol Spence Jr. has fought, all these guys except for Keith Thurman. He fought Shawn Porter, he fought Kell Brook, to get his IBF belt, and he fought Danny Garcia, and he fought Mikey Garcia. So, he's fighting the best in the division, and Terence Crawford is not. But that's not to say that Terence Crawford is a lesser fighter. He's just fighting lesser competition. So I rate Bud number 2, no bias involved, just the competition that he's fighting, You can't probably tell Bud fans that, but it is what it is. That's how we rate in boxing. What are you doing? Who are you fighting? Right? And, but you let Crawford fans tell you there's no sides of the streets, except that's what Tim Bradley said, He said he couldn't fight Errol Spence Jr. when he was coming out because Top Rank didn't do business with the PBC, which tells you that there's two sides of the street. But since the narrative don't work for Bud Crawford now, everybody's putting everything back on Bob Arum and Top Rank. So, Bud has no more subpar welterweights to knock out. Now that brings us up to date to fight Shawn Porter, right? So now he has to fight the A-list fighters, right? After 3 years of fighting, the no-name brand welterweights, okay? We want to see, we consider Bud Crawford the best. Why, so he needs to fight the best to become the legend that he's supposed to be. So, Shawn Porter and Terence Crawford, they struck a deal, so the fight wouldn't go to the purse bid. And so now it's on for November 20th. So that means, it took 3 years to get, Bud to get in the ring with Shawn Porter. You know what I'm saying? It took 3 years, you know what I mean? He's going to be 34. I think Shawn Porter is going to be 34. So they're evenly matched. And we got to see if, Bud is going to be, how he's going to react to fighting top competition. And most people think that Bud Crawford got the goods and he is the man that everybody think he is. So I just want to see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of people saying that, Bud's going to knock out everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired. I want to see him in the ring. I don't want to see any more Jeff Horns. I don't want to see any more Jose Benavidez Jr.'s. You know what I'm saying? If you're the best, don't call yourself the best and you're not fighting the best, because you have to beat the best to be the best. So let's move on. That's too real for the peanut gallery out there. So November 20th, he will be fighting Shawn Porter, you know what I'm saying? And we'll see if Crawford is the real deal, you know what I mean? And Shawn Porter, he fought Sebastian Formella, he fought Errol Spence Jr., Udanis Ugas. That ended up with a split decision. A lot of people think that Shawn Porter lost that fight. The scores were 11-15, 113, 117, 111, 116, and 1-12. He fought Danny Garcia, and those scores that was a split decision in favor of Shawn Porter, and that was 116, 112, 115 to 113, 115 to 113. So he barely eked that one out. But you could see the fight, you could see the competitiveness of Shawn Porter. It could have went either way. Then he fought Adrian Granados and Andre Berto, Keith Thurman, where he lost, and Kell Brook, where he lost. So Shawn Porter fought them all, man. He is not an easy out, and we all know the guy is a bulldozer, man. So, we know Bud is smooth. We know he can box. We know he can move. We know he can stay out of range. But can he keep Shawn Porter off him? And that's going to be the thing that we're looking for, to see if Porter can move around against Shawn Porter. Because he's athletic, he's fast, he's got power in both hands. But Shawn Porter has the foot speed, and he has the mauling style to negate a boxer like Terence Crawford. We've seen the same thing with Vernon Forrest and Mayaga. You know what I'm saying? Vernon Forrest was a very smooth, polished fighter, kind of like Terence Crawford. Had power in both hands, great technique, and Mayorga was this powerhouse that would come in and maul with straight power and fight you with awkward punches and combinations, and he would just beat the hell out of Vernon Forrest. So I believe that Shawn Porter has enough awkwardness and enough foot speed and athletic ability to match Bud Crawford to make this fight interesting. I don't know if he can beat Bud Crawford, but finally it is getting interesting because Bud is fighting top competition. Now we don't have anything to say about Bud Crawford, right? Now
he can get into the elite conversation with all the rest of the welterweights. Okay? So that's all anybody or all boxing heads want to see the best fight the best. So this could shut up, you know what I'm saying, Bud Crawford ardent fans who keep making up this stupid narrative that everybody hate Bud. Well, Bud get his butt in the ring with the best fights and act like he want the fights and go through with the fights and stop trying to act like he's some kind of reluctant warrior. Then, you know what I'm saying, he wouldn't hear anything, right? So, you know, stop buying them damn Dollar Trees and eating ramen noodles, you know what I'm saying, and get in the ring and beat these guys so we can get on and see who's the best in the division, right? So, you know, get out of here with all that soft stuff, okay? So, but, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking forward to this fight, Mandalay Bay, November 20th. Look forward to see who's going to be the winner. You know what I'm saying? I'm so happy. I think it's going to be Fight of the Year. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more hardcore boxing content. This has been Full Counter Boxing, and I'll see you guys leave a comment below also. Tell me what y'all think about this fight. Who do you think is going to win? How do you think Bud's going to win? How do you think Porter's going to win? How you think it's going to play out? Leave a comment below. It's Full Counter Boxing, and I'm out, man. I'll see you guys in the next one.